Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of this newsletter is going to be when she comments on your Facebook page or your Facebook posts. In this particular case, I've got an email from a guy who was dating a girl, and obviously he fucked up because she gave him the Let's Just Be Friends speech a month ago or so, maybe a month and a half ago. And so he did like what I teach, was he basically walked away and said, let me know if you change your mind. I'm not interested in friendship. And so a month later, now she's starting to comment on his post, and so he's wondering when or if he should even bring up getting together or going out on a date again. And so he says, hey Corey, I have a question about a girl that friend zoned me 4 weeks ago and gave me the Let's Just Be Friends speech. I told her I don't want to be friends, but just lovers. Nice job. I've completely stopped initiating contact. After not calling me for 4 weeks, she commented on one of my Facebook profile photos yesterday. This is the second time she commented on my Facebook in the last 4 weeks. Her comment is a silly observation about the photo and then added the compliment, nice touch. It seems like she's baiting me to potentially reply with a submissive type of comment so she can validate her decision and cement me into friend zone. What you got to understand is that when she reaches out to you, it's almost like she's kind of putting her toe in the water a little bit to just kind of see how you react to it. And at the end of the day, she puts you in friend zone. And so she communicated she only wanted to be friends, and you said, hey, I'm only interested in being your lover. Get in touch with me if you change your mind. And now she started commenting on your Facebook. And so usually what you'll see, because I've seen this in the past with my own Facebook profile, is a girl, like especially if a girl likes you or she's interested in you, she'll start clicking your pictures or things you post, she'll start liking them, and you don't respond to that. You don't do anything with those. And then you'll notice like a few days later or a week or so later, then she'll start commenting on your pictures, your profile, or just things that you happen to post on your Facebook page. And so it's like, in a way, it's like poker. It's getting her to reveal what her true intentions are. And so like with this particular comment, like if she says nice touch, I would just hit the like button on it and just do that, because she's not saying anything about getting together. She hasn't brought up, hey, I want to see you. How have you been? What have you been up to? Or I've been thinking about you. And, she says, I've been thinking about you. So you just say, well, I've been thinking about you naked in my bed. What do you think about that? And then send that, see what she says. And so he says, it seems like he says, as it stands, I have not replied over Facebook or phone and haven't broken the tension, potentially causing her to second guess whether I'm a wuss or not. And at the end of the day, you want her to somehow reach out and communicate that she's thinking about you, or hey, maybe we should get together a drink. I mean, because you want her to bring it up, because at the end of the day, if she doesn't bring it up, then she's really not that into it. Because sometimes a girl will do friendship kind of things, and if you go along with it, it basically communicates that she wants to keep you in friend zone. And you got to stick to your guns, because when they start to come back, in a way they're testing to see if you'll go along with the friend zone agenda of hers. So he says, I bet she met no cooler guys in the past 4 weeks. I'd say you're probably right about that, because you got to perceive yourself as a catch. He says, it almost seems like she just rewarded me for not contacting her this whole time. I was excited to see her comment, obviously. But at the end of the day, it's really not much. She's not really saying much. He says, if I respond to her over Facebook or phone, it'll be rewarding her for not calling and then just throwing me a tiny bone with the Facebook comment. I say, you're exactly right on that. He says, obviously I only want to reward her for actually calling me. Am I reading this situation correctly? Well, I mean, she's called you and texted you in the past when she wanted to hang out. And like Gerald Celente, the Trends Research Institute says, current events form future trends. And so if she starts commenting on your Facebook, just like her comments. Don't even respond to them unless she mentions something about getting together or wanting to see you, or saying, hey, I'm going to be at such and such place if you want to meet us out, or something like that. Because at the end of the day, you want to be with a woman who wants you. And that's something that's really important to understand. And I talk about this stuff all the time, because too many times we as guys, when we want a girl, we tend to, women do it too, we tend to project our high interest onto the other person and assume they feel the same way. And at the end of the day, if a woman pushes you too far, in other words, if she puts you in friend zone and you're not interested in friend zone, or she breaks up with you, you walk away. Women got to know if they push you too far that you'll walk and you'll never look back. Like Michael Yon, one of my favorite military blog readers, who I think is just an incredible man. He says the strongest, and he's a former retired Green Beret, he says the strongest negotiating position is being able to walk away and mean it. Meaning women treat you the way you don't want to be treated. You tell them what you want, give me a call if you change your mind, and you walk away. You don't call, you don't text, you don't pursue them at all. And the only way that something is going to happen between the two of you is if they reinitiate some kind of contact. Like, I went out on a date last week with a girl, and fucking just unbelievable body. I mean, just fucking hottest girl that I've met in the past 3 years. I mean, bar none, she was that fucking amazing. Just unbelievable ass, unbelievable legs, fucking skin, hair, just fucking smoking hot chick. She had a great personality, but some things happened on the date that's just I didn't fucking like, and I didn't like the way she treated me, and I'm just fucking not gonna call her because I'm a fucking catch. And if I'm with a girl that takes me for granted or doesn't appreciate me, whether it's she broke up with a boyfriend recently or not, I don't fucking care. It's like I want to be treated like a prince. I want to be treated as good as all of the amazing women that I've had great relationships in the past have treated me. And when a woman doesn't treat me the way I want to be treated, if I was to call her this week and ask her out on a date, I'm basically communicating to her it's okay to be a fucking jackass, and I'm just going to stick around and fucking take it. And I don't think so. When I was younger and I was inexperienced, sure, I'd been fucking all over it, and I would, I probably would have gotten laid out of it. But when a woman doesn't treat me the way I want to be treated, it's like, next, I don't care. And if after a couple weeks go by, she starts to think about it and thinks, well, I was kind of a jackass to him, and I probably shouldn't have done this, or I probably shouldn't have said that, then she'll contact me and reach out. But if not, it's like, hey, I don't care. It's her fucking loss. It's like you have to be that way, because otherwise you end up getting yourself into situations, you get into relationships, and that's just one little thing. And so as the weeks go by and she constantly disrespects you and she doesn't treat you right, you're basically training her to treat you that way throughout the course of the relationship. And so at the end of the day, the way you got to look at it is, I can find somebody better. I fucking meet women all the time. I meet women every day. Like today I was at fucking Whole Foods. There's a beautiful girl there. Fucking unbelievable ass. She was in her fucking workout outfit. I could tell she was checking me out. But she was an 8. She wasn't a 10. And I want a 10. I want to be fucking blown away. And that's just the way I am. I'm picky as fuck. Now, when I was younger, I would have been all over her ass. And I would have been setting a date and going out and wanting to hook up with her. But I want what I want, and I'm not going to fucking settle. I don't care how fucking long it takes. And when you have enough experience and you have enough great relationships, that you'll understand what I'm talking about. So he says, the Facebook comments seem to indicate that she's thinking about me and misses interacting with me, and I would say you're probably right about that. He says, is she just too stubborn to contact and hinting that I should initiate contact so we can get together? And, I mean, at the end of the day, she texted you before when you guys were together. She texted you and had no problem. She was totally comfortable with that. And you were very clear in what you wanted. You weren't interested in friendship. And she's basically just acting like a friend at this point. And so it's kind of like she's putting her toe in the water. So, like I said, the only thing that I would do in this particular case is just like her comments. Unless she starts bringing up something about getting together or mentioning where she's going to be or mentioning that she misses you or that she's been thinking about you or something like that. In that case, you say, well, why don't you grab a bottle of wine and come over to my house for dinner this next week. We'll make great dinner together. When are you free? ? And then send that to her. Let her respond. Make definite plans and have her come over. And then when she comes over, hang out, hook up, seduce her, and have a great time together with her. That's the best way to approach and handle that particular situation. But I would say it's like a game of poker. You gotta get her to reveal her cards, because I mean, basically what she's shown, it's nothing that's acceptable to you. She's not communicating anything that communicates that she has remorse or regret for blowing you off. I mean, it's been a whole month since you've heard from her, and that's what's great about it, because you let her go off and get hit on by all the douchebags, because 97% of the guys out there don't fucking get it. And eventually she'll realize that, you know what, I kind of fucked up. That guy was pretty fucking awesome. He was really cool. And because you're going to be the only guy in her life, especially if she's really beautiful, that walks away from her like that. But most other guys are going to be chasing her, blowing up her phone, trying to get her to go out. And she's going to be thinking, wondering about the one that walked away. And then she'll be thinking, because we always tend to look at the past through rose-colored glasses as time goes by. And so now that a month is going by, she's she's realized that most of the guys out there are douchebags, and you actually were a pretty cool fucking guy. And she respects you because of the fact that you walked away when she put you in the friend zone. So just keep doing what you're doing until she reveals more interest. She's got to show you a little bit more, and this is just not enough. So if you got a question you want to ask me, or there's a topic you want me to cover in a future video newsletter, go to my website, click the Contact Me tab, which is going to be on the left-hand side of your screen. Send me 1 to 2 paragraphs max detailing your questions, your situation, your challenges. You just got to give me several days to get back to you with a response, because I get a lot of email from the internet, and I also get a lot of it from my paying phone coaching customers. But be patient, and I will get back to you. And if you want to talk to me right away, the quickest way to get my help is to book a paid phone coaching session. And you can do that by going to my website, click the Products tab, which is going to be at the top of your screen, and just follow the instructions. If you want to get a digital version of my Kindle ebook, you don't have to have a Kindle device to read the Kindle version. On my website, underneath the email sign-up box, the box below that will have a link that will take you to the Amazon Kindle download page for my book. Once you get there, on the right-hand side, there's a button. Click that button, and it will open up a window where you can download a free Kindle e-reader app for your iPhone, your Android smartphone, your Android tablet, your iPad, your Mac, your PC, whatever electronic device you want to read it on. They've already got an app for it. You can download it. The apps are totally free. Once you've got the app on there, it only takes a few more seconds to purchase and download my book, and you'll be reading it in no time. And I will talk to you soon.